Hello, dear subscribers. Now you see the main video of my project in the forest. I should probably start by saying that I see your activity under the previous videos, and I'm very happy about it, and I am grateful to each of you who likes and comments. You inspire me incredibly. Well, let's get started. First of all, I'm leveling the land for my house. By the way, Bagira has already found something in the grass, so we won't disturb her. After the site was leveled, I went to collect stones. There are a lot of them in the area where I work, so I was lucky. Then I'm going to make a mixture that you've probably heard about many times before, earth and water. And you'll have homemade cement, and we'll need a lot of it. While you can see how I'm already starting to build the walls, I decided to answer some of the comments that are often written in this video. And the first question is, how long does it take to build a house with your own hands? There is no exact answer to this question because every project is special and unique. And even if I plan everything to the last detail, something can go wrong in the process, something can be added, and so on. So when you finally get your thoughts together and have the strength to build something, you need to devote all your time, energy, and imagination you have. And I can only wish you inspiration and patience. On this beautiful note, as you may have noticed, I finished the walls and went to the forest to look for fallen trees for the future roof frame. I clean everything up with a saw and refine it with an axe, and put the finished beams on our walls. But I hope you understand that it will not hold so easily. So I make so-called recesses to make everything hold well. I drill a hole and drive wooden pegs into it to replace the nails. To make everything hold better and be stronger, I also make holes in the walls and put the wire through them and wrap everything around the beams. My next step was to take 2 long sticks and make them into a kind of frame, which I will use to create real beams for the roof frame. I will need 4 of them for my house, and I also make special notches and fix them with wooden clogs. And now it's done. We can move on to the next stage. Again, I bring stones and homemade cement and start making the oven, because it will get colder and harder to work. We need to fix everything well and seal all the cracks in the chimney. Then I go to the forest where I find a giant tree and chop it into boards. I would also like to answer the comments, whose land do you work on? Can you just come and build on any land you want? Friends, I'm from Ukraine, from a small village, and we don't have strong restrictions and strict laws about building in the forest or anywhere else as you might think. And I'm not doing anything wrong. I mostly take trees that have already fallen, and then people can come to rest there or just enjoy nature. After I finish cutting all the boards, I carry them to the hut, and then put them on top of the frame and nail it all down again with wooden nails. I think you could already imagine how many I had to make during the construction period. A lot. I also made a ladder to make it easier to install it all. The chimney needed more work. I had to measure everything, cut off the excess, and fix our boards well. I put a wooden beam on top so that no water could get into the house through the roof. After that, I finalized the chimney and take more boards and beams, only smaller, to close the house from all sides and install beams for future doors. It has already snowed, so we really need the stove. Then, Bagira and I found a lot of flat stones. What do you think we need them for? Right now, stop the video and write in the comments. I will put a like on the correct answers. In the meantime, I bring stones and earth and start making a floor, pouring the first layer of earth, leveling it, and putting the stones on top. We are already starting to slowly move on to the interior and aesthetic design of the house. After finishing the floor, I go to a beautiful snowy forest to cut more beams to close all the cracks inside the house. Then I make a frame for the windows and put all the paint on the sides, nail liquid glass on the finished frame, and put 2 sticks on top for a more beautiful aesthetic look. I start making a hole for the door hinge, and after installing the hinge, I start making the door. On top of the door frame, I nail small boards and split wood in half. I do all this behind the scenes, but I think I explain everything clearly. I install door handles on both sides and fix it all with nails. I bring more beams and make a bed for a comfortable stay inside the house. While I'm making shelves and a hanger, I'd like to answer the following comment. How much material did you use for this house? And what kind of material? For this particular house, I used wood, stones, and earth and water. It is impossible to calculate the exact amount because I was adding and modifying a lot during the work. And now I've started making a table and a chair. And it's quite easy and looks pretty good to me. Well, I've been telling you a lot of things here. It was already evening, and to be honest, it was cold, so the stove kept working, and so did I. We've come to the end of my work here, and I'm starting to make dinner for myself. I take the rabbit meat and chop it into small pieces. Then I season it all and cut potatoes and carrots, put it all in a baking sheet, cover it with foil, and send it to our oven. While the dish is cooking, I drink tea and enjoy the silence. And when everything is ready, I have a hearty dinner, put the lanterns outside, and go to bed. Here you can see that Bagira decided to join me, so together we fell asleep sweetly. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.